DIY, comedy, dancing, technical difficulties, you name it. We've got it all. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. Welcome back to the show. I'm Chris Denman in St. Louis. That is B-Phlat. She is your host and star. She's in Philadelphia. You can follow her on Instagram at Flat Out Funny. She's dancing into your lives. It's going to be a great show. A lot to get into tonight. Be sure to let us know if you're having a good time in the live chat. And if you haven't yet, tell a friend about the show. Get the people following B. The Picasso army needs to grow, and we love you for that. So, let's see how B's knees are feeling. They look a little stiff. Looks like she's been on the phone for about 12 hours. I like the shirt. I like the hair. B, you look like it's time for a party. What's happening?
Oh, your girl Jane said, she's coming. God, wipe the sweat off her forehead. She's coming to the party, Chris.
She's ready. She's ready. Look at you with your custom Picasso t-shirt, B. Now, when the camera goes off, the shorts go away too. That's the dentist cut on that shirt.
These shorts are big. I feel like ironing.
Yeah, Dennis probably made you put those shorts on. I'm sure you've been working around the house all day in just a shirt. All right. She's here. We're all excited.
I'm excited.
I'm bringing the energy. I'm a huge hype man. What's that?
Today is 95.5 day.
95.5 the beat?
95.5 the Deezy day. Oh. Halfway to the 100th. And you weren't here last week. We missed you. It was hard, Chris. That's why I had to come in doing the Jane.
Showing the hard work. I don't think it was hard. I thought you had a greI'm sure you did fine.
The whole show, we had a great time. But Karen came on reading your comments. She did your whole job. I was like, you can't be on doing Chris' job.
Oh, was she distracted?
Oh, she was reading the comments. She was fucking me up. But it was so funny.
That's the thing.
Talk about why ain't nobody checking your comments and who is reading responding to the comments. And I was like, get your ass out the comments. You're supposed to be on the screen.
I was gonna say, did she get a producer credit when she came on as well?
She probably should have.
Yeah, I'm sure she worked hard.
Oh, but I love Karen. She was so amazing on the show. She's just a good spirit and just eloquent, super smart, all of that great, great stuff that I aspire to be. I just try to be a better person.
When you grow up, you hope to be like her.
I grow up. Exactly.
You're I don't know if it's because I haven't seen you in 2 weeks, although I hear from you daily.
I know you do.
You're looking, if I may say so, you're looking youthful. You're looking ready.
Thank you. I am I'm excited just about everything that's going on regarding our Picasso celebration, just everything, Chris. And that's why I don't have a voice. I've been talking to people, everybody except you. I've been talking to everybody. And so I'm so glad we were able to have a good conversation today.
B, I get on the phone with B earlier, and she literally sounds like the Crypt Keeper's grandfather. You guys remember Tales from the Crypt? The Crypt Keeper. Think of the Crypt Keeper, and now think of his grandfather. That's what B sounded like. Like dust was coming out of her mouth as she spoke. And she proceeded to tell me she'd been on the phone for the last 12 straight hours. And I was like, wow, B, I was bracing for a I'm not doing the show tonight talk. And then she proceeded to talk to me for 40 minutes. And nope, an hour. And then it turned into, hey, B, maybe go rest your voice a little before your show. But you're here and you're powering through. Much respect.
And I've just been pulling this together, Chris. I mean, I've literally been talking and working and talking. And even Dennis is like, you sound like you've done a show. And I'm like, no, I've just been on the phone every day, all day, from the time I wake up until about this time at night, and then I have to shut it down. But look, I made myself available for what has to get done, Chris. Like you, we are working hard together to bring this shit together. And people don't know all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes and all that you have to do to make stuff happen. So you've been on the phone. You stay on the phone. You know you stay on the phone talking to everybody except me.
I get so sick of everything.
Thousands of people. I got to talk to like 60. You got to talk to thousands. Everybody involved with the artists and all that other stuff. I know you are delirious from all of that. But you know what? Hats off to you, Chris, because you took a break last week and you needed it.
Not really. I just missed the show. I worked the whole time.
You needed that because you was hanging out with your niece. I saw the pictures. You were hanging out with family.
That was nice. Yeah.
You went to the baseball game. You need a break. Hang out with family. We all need a.
I went to the baseball game after work. Yeah.
But still.
No, it was nice. It was nice.
From the monotony.
For everybody that was so kind on online, thank you. I'm sure it was a lot of Picassos in the comments and everything. Yeah, I got to hang out with my niece, my brother, sister-in-law, all very fun to hang out with and a good time. And obviously my parents are along for that. Got to hang out with grandparents and all that. So it's well worth it to get some family time in. So I had a blast, and I'm happy to be back too. Excited to see you, B.
We are happy that you're back because it's hard to do this show without you, Chris. I tried to do the comments. Andy tried to do it. Karen tried to do it. And the three of us cannot do your job. So thank you for being
That's
back.
my job. That's what I'm the comment guy. Okay. You mean to say you can't triple task? I have a problem. When I would host the radio show, I would interview a guest, read the text line, and do live reads. I would have to do 3 or 4 things at once, and it does get old. But yeah, it's fun.
You're great at it. You got it down pat. Everybody can't do it, and now we see how hard it is, and we'll never take you for granted again, Chris. I know I won't. I've been doing it every day that you don't talk to me. And then when I saw that you couldn't do the comments, I couldn't do the comments without you, I was like, I'll never take Chris for granted again.
You know, you could get an intern to read the comments.
I know. But it wouldn't be the same, Chris. It wouldn't be the same without you. Everybody know that.
I think it'd be better. I think it'd be better.
Oh, whatever. Oh, so what you trying to say? You trying to quit your job?
This isn't my job. I do this out of the kindness of my heart.
This is your job, Chris. You know you got to be here. Everybody, the show would be the same without you, Chris. Everybody knows it. Easy. You're part of the Picasso Nation.
I think we need more B-Phlat, less Chris.
Sound like you trying to say you need a break. You taking a break like
No.
TwoFunnyMamas.
the break where Sherri announces that they're taking a summer break and then they do a show 4 days later.
I just need to know.
No, I stick to it. All right.
No place before the 100th. You hanging there with us 5 more weeks.
Oh my gosh!
You can make it, Chris. You can make it.
Oh no way! I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to hang out. Excited to say hi to Jamie's slacking ass. She's brought back. I haven't seen her in the live chat in a while. MM's here, and Tony is here. Fab 540's here. Pack 93. Lanita Fuqua's here. Ashley Henderson's here. Missy Shue, and a bunch of people that are gonna get mad at me for not saying their name, but I'll try throughout the show. So we'll see.
And guess who else is here?
Your mama.
Oh no, Chris. Now you know somebody gonna deduct some of your points.
If your mom came in, if your mom popped up on the screen, I would be so happy. Oh,
I wouldn't, because I'm gonna deduct your points for saying that. You trying to blow my high talking about Dale. You love my mom and I love her to death, but don't be bringing her ass up on the show. She is
your
not.
Your mom floated into the show when I met her. I'm B-Phlat's mother. Where's my seat? Take my fur.
I'm just like, yeah. That's mama with her cape on.
Shine my necklace, boy.
She's a mess. But that ain't in the house, Chris.
So what's going on tonight? What's happening?
Well, first of all, I got to give a shout out real quick to Laura H., Kathy Layford, Cheryl Merle, Phyllis, and Verna Hicks, Levette, all of my early cash appers. You know they still in that battle Shout out to Miguel.
I can't deal with this hair.
I got to give a shout out to Miguel because he's needs prayer right now. He's still struggling with his illness, so he's going back
Sorry
and
to hear
forth.
that.
I am too, and I want everybody to definitely say a prayer for Miguel Goico because you know he's our number one supporter. So we have to support him in prayer and all that he needs to get better. So I definitely wanted to give him a shout out up and early in the show because he's my next painting. I just shipped Cicely's painting out of here. Been sitting over here in the cardboard box. I got tired of looking at it. I was like, all I need is some white tape to finish this. So I boxed it all up and got it out here. So now I'm getting ready to work on Miguel, which is going to be part of my more or less like a paint and sip private viewing thing. Yeah. And of course, you have to give a shout out to Daphne and Lauren and all the people that helped this show, like you, and keep it flowing, the inner workings. Oceanlande. Say her name. Can you say her name, Chris? Oceanlande.
I don't think you say it like that. I think you say Oceanlade.
Oceanlade.
Who?
Oceanlade.
Have a sip. Have a sip.
Have a sip. I've had too many already.
That's all right. No, love Daphne, Oceanlade. Be sure to support her.
Yes, because we have to figure out her flip situation at some point and get that. And then I've already been hit up by Shani. I hope I said her name right. It might be Shawnee, New Jersey, who wants me to come to South Jersey and do a flip. But it can't nothing come before this Movita project. You know, that's my whole August project.
Of course.
So with that being said, I have some lovely things to show. As of course, I always get lovely gifts. So I definitely want to give a shout out to Natalie Milligan, who sent me this nice Ghana shot glass to add to my collection.
That's
and
nice.
Guess what I'm putting in it? This right here that Dr. Kim sent me. And it is so good. It is an espresso martini.
Well, what is it?
It's like an espresso martini liquor. It's like an espresso. You put it in your coffee, and I already had it in some coffee. I broke the seal when it came in. And she sent me this amazing book, Chris. And I wanted to let everybody know how you sent a DYK information in that I need you to resend because I don't know what happened to my Gmail.
Oh, the one I shared with you.
Yes, ever since I linked up with Joy with our shared email that we have for the Picasso, all my emails are just all over the place because it's all I get. It's crazy. So it's like I can't find it. I don't know where it went. And I was like, oh, I really wanted to do that DYK that you sent me. So shout out to Chris for sending in a DYK. And Kim sent me this book, which is all information. I was like, I might not have to ever get another DYK in. This is such a cool book. It's I Too Sing America, and it's 365 pages that you can actually write in of just all about Black first, Black amazing people, Black everything. So it's just...
We're not going to get a white guy on the DYK ever.
Oh, it is a Black first. I don't know about it. We're going to get a white guy on the DYK, Chris. And a quick shout out to Miss Ethel, who sent me a really nice card and some support for the Picasso 100. She can't make it, but she's like, I'm supporting the Picassos. So, you know, of course, she sent me another one of her infamous money orders.
Oh, very
which
nice.
I definitely appreciate. Yes. So, yes, I just want to show my quick gifts and keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. That's what I do. But then, you know, I got to get up and do my CashApp dances, Chris. You know, I got to show love for everybody that's supporting us, supporting what we do, and trying to get to St. Louis, all that good stuff. And if you want to go ahead and throw up our first graphic in my shout out, which is our meeting tomorrow. Picasso's we have one meeting after this, and we will be in St. Louis. And I'm still touching base with people regarding the directive and all of that good stuff. So this is just a reminder that tomorrow, yes, be ready. Everybody got the link and what we'll be talking about. So those of you that can join us, please do. If you can't, I get it. I get it because we meet a lot. But I would prefer everybody to be there since we only got 2 more meetings. Thank you, Andy. And that's not an open meeting. I know somebody gonna hit me up and be like, can I join the meeting? And nah, we got a lot of stuff to go over. And at this point, we only have 2 left. And we're winding down with our tasks and assignments. And of course, I'm staying on top of this because we're getting a lot of good response and I like it. I told y'all I'm trying to turn our donation list into a movie credit. I wanted to run up the screen in like 3 columns, and when you see it, they're like, oh, look at all the people that donated to the Picassos.
Did you ever get right with your model for the L? I believe she was seeking some compensation for her likeness.
I didn't get no paperwork yet. I don't be worried about that until I get the paperwork in the official mail.
Yeah,
and that's why
fair.
you gotta keep your personal life separate from your business, because you can sue B-Phlat LL. You can't sue me. And B-Phlat LLC ain't got no money. I think it's like, it ain't my money. It's Picasso money in the bank. And y'all can have that, Jamie. Jamie something else. I love Jamie. She's definitely a supporter. She sent me money for cough drops.
And your back teeth.
Yes. I got a lot of love and support in terms. I'm going to give out my Cash App shout outs, but right now, I'm going to go ahead and make sure we commit to getting us there. Like I said, the Picassos are our number one supporters. So we definitely have to support each other. Make sure we get there, get on the list. Some names have jumped up into that 100 category. Look at that, Chris. Now we got 3 rows. I'm trying to make the names on the list real small, real little, so it can be like 100 names, and you got to look at the 4 columns and be like, damn, they making it. They getting that $10. $10. 100 people. I'm sorry, 1,000 people give $10. We're on our way. But a lot of people are jumping into that $100 category, and I like that. And y'all know how the list goes. It is in money order. That's all I got to say. And I appreciate it. So these are our top, that's why I say top campaign challenge supporters. So thank you to everybody that's on that list. And please tell somebody, and let's keep this campaign going. And let's definitely make it work in-house. So with that being said, I want to show you this overlay that I created. So when we get to the meet and greet, there will be this Mirror X machine that's like 5 foot tall, and it takes our picture. It's like a billboard. It'll have all of our event schedule information on it. And this is the overlay that I created so that when you get your photo taken, it'll have me at the bottom with the website, just like this. And I have the little light shining down on everybody and the smoke in the background, of course. And it'll be looking just like that. Not necessarily that picture, but I'm just letting people know that's how our overlay is going to look. So I had to send it to our sponsor so he knows how to put it together. So when the machine is set up, and people can, now the pictures aren't free. We have to pay for the pictures that come out. But he can text them to you or print them out right there. Yep. And they'll have that, and it'll be our commemorative, picture. It'll say it'll look just like that. That's all I got to say. He's like, create a cool logo. So it just had to reflect everything that we're doing. Shining the spotlight on the Picassos. Of course, we're going to be smoking. You see me leaning to the back because that's how I'm going to be the whole festival, Chris, right down there leaning. You see that I'm be leaning
all
just
that
like
matters.
that. Yes, so I just want everybody to see our overlay that's going to be up on the Mirror X machine. So I'm excited. My cheeks hurt from cheesing. But yes, I'm excited. So with that being said, let me go ahead and show some Picasso love because I'm not the only one that's excited. Andy, can you show my next video, please?
Hey B-Phlat and the Picassos B, I'm so proud of you. I am a day oneer, so I've been with you since day one, and I am so happy to see that you are celebrating 100 episodes. You rock. You truly made my Tuesday nights, and I look forward to every one of them. I'm looking forward to 100 more, and I'm grateful to Chris and the Mid-Coast Media team for being by your side. And I can't wait to hear about Kickback in the Loop.
Go ahead, Tonya. Thank you for that Picasso endorsement. And I'm trying to get more and more in. I'm glad that people are getting excited about this, even if they can't attend. It's just showing people how we as a nation are really, pulling together to make this happen. Our first year be incredible. So
very nice. Shout out to Antonia. Yeah, a real day oneer. We can confirm. Yeah.
So that's what's going down, Chris. And this is my last shout out before I do my Cash App dance. and jump into my quick flash.
What's up, everybody? This is Chad L. Coleman. I want to congratulate my girl B-Phlat on her 100th episode of Tighten Up Tuesday podcast. Congratulations, baby girl. Look, have fun in St. Louis at the Picasso Kickback.
Chad got to get on one of them late night love overnight radio shows like the Keith Sweat. You know what they be talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So like, hey, baby, how you doing today? And if you had a bad day, let me rub your feet. He got that.
Shout out to Chad L. Coleman for showing the most range of a guest when you guys did the 2-hour Fever Dream show.
Is that what it was, Chris?
I mean, I have no idea what happened. I loved it, and it was very weird, and it was great.
Well, I am glad that he endorses what we're doing and just showing
He's
love.
so talented. Very nice of him.
Yes, he is, with his low voice. I was like, if he don't speak up, but that's how he is. You know, he's throwing that voice on. Like you, Chris, you got your radio voice. Of course, we have to give a shout out to Devon. He can't join us. He's actually going to be coming back from Vegas. He's in Chicago, but during the time that we're going to be at the festival, because initially he was going to come down from Chicago, but look, do what you got to do. Kick it in Vegas. I just appreciate the love and support, and you always getting the flash rags.
Very nice.
So I ain't the only one that's always sweating. Everybody needs them. So shout out to Devon Henderson in Chicago, soon to be Vegas, kicking it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do my DYK really quick, and then I'm gonna do my Cash App before I jump into the frugal flip. Because I got to do a quick budget, and I've learned how to surmise these things since everybody be like, oh, you too transparent and taking up the show with numbers. I've done it in a pie chart, which makes it easier to read. Ain't that crazy, Chris? I'm trying to do the right thing. I ain't trying to jack nobody. All right, well, let me go ahead and do my DYK. I've been wanting to read this for 2 weeks, but the frugal flip has been so, time consuming because, we got to get it in and show everybody the amazing work that I wasn't able to do this, but I've been excited about this one. So I am ready for it. And if you want to go ahead and throw that up, this 95.5 segment DYK is dedicated to Ann Cole, and she is considered the first African American to be a noted fashion designer. First African American fashion designer. Lowe's one-of-a-kind dress were favored by the wealthy and socially prominent women from the 1920s to the 60s. In 1953, Lowe designed the ivory silk taffeta wedding dress worn by Jacqueline Bouvier when she married John F. Kennedy. She was born in Clayton, Alabama in 1898, although those specific dates are unknown. But I just wanted to throw that out there that she designed Jackie O's wedding dress when she married John F. Kennedy. And that's her right there. Looking fly back then. You see that big hat? They still wearing them hats like that. She was before her time. She reminds me of me. So I just wanted to get her.
Did you really just... You almost slipped it by me.
I mean, I remind myself of her or whatever, Chris. You know what I'm trying to say.
Whatever works.
Her. Yeah, because I'm before my time. So shout out to Ann Cole Lowe. Yes, 1898 to 1981. Yes, Clayton, Alabama's own. That's a very interesting fact. And she was kicking it with the leg out in the picture, Chris. And that was in the 50s with a nice sheath dress on. All fashion just comes around. All of that's back. So like I said, she was before her time. So with that being said, since we're talking about time and we're right on the money, let me go ahead and do my Cash App shout outs and my dances, and then I'm jumping into the frugal flip. This is part 4 where I kind of go over the budget and the actual flip list. And I just have 10 short pictures to show because last week we ran out of time and I didn't get to show the other side of Kim's L-shaped indoor-outdoor patio. So I'm going to show that side that we flipped and then read the long-ass list of the 41 things that we flipped I'm going to do it quickly. So before that, I definitely have to give a Cash App shout out to Ruth H because she can't attend. Definitely to Verna H because she sent money for cough drops, smokers, and for my goals. And MM because he said I'm flipping amazing. And a shout out to my soror Keisha Brown because I had to do the Jane Tubman for her. She's like she misses the Jane Tubman. And you know I have to slow down on the Jane Tubman consciously because it gives Chris the heebie-jeebies. And you should see his face. He cringes when I do. Y'all see him when I do the Jane Tubman. That is not his favorite dance. So I try to be, I try to not make Chris hair stand up on his back and get goosebumps.
You do whatever you want.
I secretly think that you like the Jane Pittman.
I think it's your show.
I mean,
you should do if you would like to dance as a woman who was enslaved, then that's your choice.
But Chris, we're all still enslaved in some shape, form, or fashion. Be it enslaved to our minds, we could be our own worst critics. We could be enslaved to our boss. You could be enslaved to a project. I'm enslaved to this project. This project is on my back like this, Chris. I'm just letting you know because I got to get it going. The Picassos have to make it to St. Louis, and we will. But with that being said, I'm dancing for Levette and Verna and Phyllis and Kathy Lafer and Cheryl and Tina Gibson and Antonia that all just came through and earlier people.
Look at you go. Shout it out. If you want to keep B dancing, hit her with the Cash App, $ B-Phlat. Shout out to Baby Ruth Candy 85, Antonia, Irina, Flame Monroe. What's up, Flame?
Oh, Flame.
Flame's in the chat. Solange, Dira's Way, Abby Thurlow, Fat 540, Rocky, Missy Shoe, Pack 93, Sherri Gordon, M. Gabrielle Samuel Tobin. I know Heaven Sent was here earlier. Look at him go. Live chat's popping off. B, she's hot spotting. Conversations with Dr. Kim J. Oh, Forever C. GT Davika. Oh, everybody's having fun, and they're all letting us know what they're enslaved to.
That's what I'm saying.
Bills and kids.
Some people are enslaved to drugs, bills, just all kind of stuff. You know, it might be a monkey on their back. You just never know, Chris. So we all working through something.
It's hard out here.
It's hard out here for Chris Deasy.
That didn't work. Joy's here.
I just had to throw that in.
Everybody's having fun.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, let's jump into this last portion of Dr. Kim's Frugal Flip so people can see the other side.
Hang on. Joy says, no, she wasn't. I was. We are not the same person. Didn't think you were the same person. Thought I saw the name, but thank you.
All right, I didn't get that. I must have missed something with the Joy and no, we're not the same person.
I just thought I saw Heaven Sent's name, and apparently I was wrong. And I did not think they were the same person, but thank you for the correction. We know we love those here.
Well, Chris, you know how the Picassos get. You know how they get in the comments.
Solange, Chris thinks the hot spots are graphic. I do.
It's all right. We all got them, and we all got to hit them every day. And I'm just a friendly reminder.
That's right. If this show is anything, it's to remind you, get the hot spots. And that goes for everybody.
Public service announcement.
That's right.
All right, with that being said, let's jump on into the flip. Let's get serious. In the words of Jermaine Jackson. It's a song. Chris, you don't know
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Remember
I
that?
know, I
Let's
know.
get serious and fall in love. For those people that are jumping on and joining us, Dr. Kim's Flip was sponsored by Karen Hunter from the Karen Hunter Show on Sirius XM satellite radio, Monday through Friday. Check her show out if you can. And today I did send Karen, I CC'd her on the budget, the flip list, and the actual spreadsheet so she can kind of see where her money went. And with that being said, let's check out this other side of Kim's L. So this is where I moved the refrigerator onto that side to let it be. This is their entryway. This is, she said, most of the time when they come in the house from outside, they come through this area. So I was like, this should be a clean walkway area, prep station area. We'll put the grill on this side, the microwave, and the refrigerator. Keep it simple and just let it be what it is, an entryway. So with that being said, the next photo just shows how we obviously cleaned it up. And well, Richard cleaned it up. They did a great job. All the people that volunteered, they power washed the metal window frames, which we painted black and all that good stuff. So you'll get to see that. The next photo shows my drawing of how I just wanted to put everything together. I can say we were able to make the wall art above the grill, but we didn't get a chance to put up the shelving over the microwave and the drawer fronts that we cut up and put extra knobs on so that we could potentially use them for like hanging cups and the grilling utensils. So Kim did say that was going to be a project because she does have them, and that she'll probably end up gluing them up if Uncle Earl doesn't drill them into the concrete, because like that foundation is really hard, which has to be because those homes have to be stable in that area for hurricane season and things like that. So we didn't get to that part, but for the most part we got everything else up. So the next photo actually shows an angle from where we moved the refrigerator and where we put the mounted drop leaf table. And the next photo, as you can see, we did spray paint the door magenta. Just shows the angle if you were to walk in. And we just put 3 runners there and just kept it clean and simple. Cleaned the grill up, wiped down the refrigerator. We didn't really have to do much on that side other than paint the awnings and the frames black. We put our wall art up. Now, what did happen, and I think, let me see the next photo, Andy. Where the microwave is, we had to spray paint the frame. That wrought iron was rusted out black. We did it with a little Brillo pad and scrubbed it, and wiped it down and spray painted. But we got spray paint on the actual house, the black spray paint. So thank God that she's in an association where they have the color. It's 2 colors that everybody in that community, their homes are painted. So when she called Home Depot, all we had to do was give them the numbers. And when we got there, they had it ready for us and mixed up. We just bought a little bit so that we could paint the casing and wires and different things to match the house color. So wherever we got black paint on the house, we had to tape off and just kind of fix that area so it wouldn't look a mess, because that was a very thin area, as you can see, to spray paint black, just that little piece of wrought iron. So we took the glass off and cleaned it and staged it with some really nice dinnerware that she had, and just cleaned the area up. I really wish we could have put the shelves up, but like I said, we did 3 spaces in 2 days and we ran out of time, but we got the heart of the flip finished. So the next photo shows where we took I'm just reiterating how we took a drop leaf table, and it had 2 drop leaves on one side and 4 legs. So we sawed off one and a piece of the table to make the shelf above it. And the other piece of the drop leaf, which was a half circle, we used in the next photo to make the wall art. So that's what that black piece is. It's the other half of the drop leaf table. And the white circle is the piece of table that was outside in the atrium that we ended up taking apart, spray painting. Actually, no, Angel and Joy, they actually painted that, hand painted it, because the spray paint was like sinking into the wood because it's like a particle board type of, and it was dry rotted. But we managed to use it as a piece of art, and we had Uncle Earl drill through all of those pencils, and Shayna, strung the rope through them, and that was our collective piece right above the grill. And I just like how we just used all the recycled pieces to make that. And I just came up with it at the last minute. I was just like, you know what, we're going to throw this together. And of course, I slapped my handprint on it in purple. And the last photo just shows us again as a group, the whole team that, minus Ivy, that came together to make her flip happen. So with that being said, I'm going to let everybody know how much her flip cost. Yeah, it was a great team, and it was.
You were complimenting everybody just how they helped keep everything in line and how everybody stepped up, and very cool.
Yeah, people did step up, even though we did have some people that slacked up a little bit, but I was on them. I was like, y'all better get on up, get off the phone. I ain't for all of that. You know me, Chris. I like to run it. Like my mama saying, you run around in it. Because I'm there to do a job. And the fact that we had 3 spaces, you see what I'm saying? That was a lot. And I don't even know if we would have had any more help, if that would have been instrumental or not, or just the amount of people that we had really worked, because people pitched in. And it was one of those things where they would look at the list to see what needed to be done. And I like that. Everybody would just check the list and be like, okay, I can help with that, or what needs, because I would be, highlighting what's done and what's not done. So that worked out well. And I'm just glad everybody pitched in, because I'll never do that again, Chris. I'm telling you right now, I love you, Kim, but I'm never doing 3 spaces again. I'm sticking to the 1 room concept. It was a challenge. I love that it was outdoors and we had a lot of space to work in, and she had a lot of shit to flip. Never again. All right, so I'm going to just run through the budget real quick. I did it in a sheet like this. The actual expense sheet is on the back. I see you, Chris. And I folded all the receipts up and put them inside of here. But I've learned to surmise this and keep it tight so I don't have to read down each category. Make a long story short.
Yeah, right.
$700.
I'll let a lot of stuff go, but you making a long story short is like me not preempting a story with a pre-story.
Because people
we all have our ticks.
Chris, when I used to do these, I used to go down the category and say what we spent everything on, because I didn't have a pie chart. But as I advance, it's easier for me to do this pie chart, because it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and it just makes my life easier, and to say like where we spent the most money. Make a long story short, this flip, the budget was for $2,700, and we actually spent $3,441. So in all actuality, the budget for the flip was $2,700 plus $500 for Kim to spend on the flip. Well, with these 3 rooms, we actually spent $741 on the flip. We was running out of spray paint. We had a lot of obstacles, like, or we're going to rent a sprayer. And they was like, don't nobody know how to use that spray machine. We're going to mess up everything and make a mess. It just came out easier buying like 25 cans of spray paint and doing what we had to do and get it done. So we went over budget by $241. She had a $500 budget, and we went over by $241. So in all actuality, we spent 28% of the money on the flights and the hotels. That was like $745. Ground transportation, our rental truck, my rental car, and then like Shantae's fees for driving there. All of that was $554. We spent $257 on meals. And we spent $891 on all of the project supplies, like the flip stuff, everything that we needed. And then our fees came up to $955. So yeah, 23% of the money, 23% of the money was spent on flights and hotels. Administrative fees, our fees cost the most, $955. And then we spent 20% of it, 26% on project supplies and the actual flip. So that's not bad. 16% on ground transportation. Yep, and 7% on food and beverages. So yeah, I already sent this to Kim and Karen. I put the little before, after, in the middle shot on the top. But this is how a flip runs. So Kim, she probably obviously wouldn't have spent that much. Probably would have averaged out to more or less like $250 a room if we were doing just one room. See what I'm saying? But we had 3 rooms, so we had to go over budget a little bit, and it all worked out. And thank God she had it. So with that being said, I'm coming back to this because we have a surprise, and I cannot, with my voice, I just can't do it. Read these 41 things that we flipped. But, yeah, because my throat can't take it.
Looks like a Reddit thread. That looks like a whole Reddit thread.
Yeah, but I'm just comparing it to when we flipped the 31 things in Taina's small space. In her 1 space, and then we flipped 41 things in Kim's 3 spaces. So, like, the percentages are amazing, but you just I'd be amazed at what we can flip. So, believe me, at some point, probably next week, I am definitely going to read this because I want people to know what we actually flipped. But I can't. My chest is vibrating. Just trying to talk. I can't even get that all out of me right now. So, with that being said, I have a surprise guest I'm going to bring on. Go ahead and bring her on, Andy. I want everybody to know that I have my girl Sherri Jones from Omaha, Nebraska on.
Welcome back, Sharitha.
Hey, Deezy. Hey, B. Hey, Andy.
She's here celebrating Deezy Day. Our whole
Hey, Picassos.
Don't you leave them out.
And I know I had mentioned before on the show. Let me get a Halls. That Sharitha had a How They Hold Them Down story, and she's like, I was gonna do a video, but it was too long. And then she was like, why don't I just come on and tell the story? And I was like, yeah, because if you type that long ass story, I cannot read that on the show, and it's easier to tell a story in the moment. And I was like, you know what? That'll be part of our celebration. And I know people are probably like, how'd she get on to do that? Because shit, she asked. And this show is for us. It's about us. It's about the Picassos. And I was like, hell yeah, you can come on the show and tell the story. And it sounds better coming from you than me. So
she's the official correspondent for Omaha.
There you go. And I have her here to help to tell her live story. So since we don't have a feature, I was like, she's our feature. Wherever we don't have a feature, if somebody want to tell they live How They Hold Them Down story, that fills in. So with that being said, I'm jumping into the irks and works, ask the Chris Deezy, and then I'm going to let Sharitha tell her story.
She's closing it out. Okay. Tight show. Tight show.
There you have it. And I'm going to show my 2 flyers for my shows that are coming up. And if y'all see me spitting out this Halls paper that keeps sticking to this, I've been trying to peel this paper off this Hall.
How long has that been in your basement?
It got wet in my pants pocket. I was having a flash on the airport at the airport, and it got wet. Now I gotta suck it until the paper come off, and then spit the paper over in the trash can. It's gonna be looking a little ghetto, but I need this for my throat. So anyway, let me go ahead and do the irks and works. And I just got a text message from Yamanika saying she has to change her. She's supposed to come on next week as my feature and do her organizational tips. But she just asked me, can she switch dates because she has to do a voiceover. She has to do some stuff in the studio. So I'm going to work that out with her. Maybe have to bump somebody up, but trying to have a feature until we get to St. Louis. Somebody coming on showing love all the way out up until. With that being said, Chris, I have a funny irks and works. I have a couple of them, but I'm only going to read 2. Actually, this one came in from Sandra Glenn. Shout out to Chicago.
Chicago in the house.
Shout out Chicago.
I know that's right. I'm Earth.
That's why you bring Sharitha back. She's on her game.
She sure is.
She said Sharitha sent the kids out of the house tonight. She's got a cocktail. I like it when Sharitha's having a good time. We're number one in Omaha, and I give her most of the credit for that.
First of all, Bud Crawford's number one in Omaha. Thank you very much.
I tell you what, I called that.
Sorry. All right.
Good job.
Yes.
Made it about me. Sorry.
I'm irked when you ask someone to do something and they say, I don't know. The work, say no. You can always change to a yes if you change your mind. And that's smart. That's why I just say no. Yeah, I don't like that in between, that maybe, and let me see.
I don't.
I got it.
I'll hit you with a fast no. You coming over? Nope. Mm-mm.
I hit you with the fast no. I do it for you, girl. I'm like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
What else is going on? I'm not doing that.
All right, here's one from B Squared. This is funny. She's irked by guests who come to your house for the first time without a gift. Work. Always show up with something. Wine, flowers, fruit basket. This kind of gesture sets a welcoming tone to the host.
I don't know. I think that's nice. I agree that everybody could be like that, but I wouldn't expect that personally. Would you all?
I don't expect it, but I know etiquette. Whenever I go to somebody's house for the first time, I take them something.
Every time.
When somebody comes to my house, I don't fault them for what they may not know. Because there's a way. It's hard to teach etiquette if you don't know it. And then, like, some people may get offended and be like, well, bitch, I ain't got to come bring you something every time I come. But I was taught that when you go to somebody's house for the first time and people invite you over for something, you're supposed to take something. Even if it's about cookies.
If it's are you talking about like for dinner? If it's an invited thing and they have time, but like if somebody's just like popping by, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're in the right lane, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm thinking of too overarching.
Like if you're invited to something, but not if you're going over your girlfriend's house and just I'm coming to your new apartment.
Like if you have people over for the fight and someone came over to your house for the first time. They should find out what type of beer you drink or what you drink and bring that.
See, but yeah, I agree with that. But I would categorize that under this person paid for the fight. So let me contribute by either giving you money for the pay-per-view or here's some beer to contribute to the potluck kind of thing. I don't know. You guys are just better than me, I think is what it comes down to.
What do the Picassos think about
I went and met, like, even when I meet people, like when I met my Aunt Berg for the first time, and we had I took something to her house, and, and I knew it was my auntie, it was Dennis's aunt, when I married into the family. You see what I'm saying? It was certain people, I was like, I'm going to bring something to their house, even his sisters.
Here's some comments. Makisha says, don't go barefaced or empty-handed. Pat S. says you should bring something.
Thank you.
Dr. Kim says never arrive empty-handed. Oh, Jamie, with a very sincere, what if I bring you a roll of toilet paper? Is that sufficient? Ms. Michelle will give a gift, won't accept one. Solange, here we go. I agree with B and Chris. I don't expect it, but I always bring something. Let's see. Oh, back to the maybe. Missy Shoe. This is good. My daddy used to get on my nerves. His favorite line, I'll see what I can do, knowing he wasn't seeing Jack.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's not like what I can do. And you just be in limbo, like, what the fuck do that mean? Are you gonna give me $10 or $50? What what can you do? You gonna meet me in the middle? I like to know. I'd rather for a person.
I like the fast no dollars, no dollars for you.
So I know how to make my next move.
Devin's bringing something. Claron's bringing something. Cheryl says if it's a special occasion. Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking too. Quincy says it's a common courtesy. Ask if they need anything if you're going over. Yeah, I do that. So I guess I fall under this too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's. And then I can't stand people that come to the party and bring the weed and smoke it with you. And then when you ask for some, they try to sell it to you. That's tacky as hell.
Who are you hanging out with?
I've been at a couple of spots. I was like, no, that motherfucker didn't be like, oh, that'd be $25.
Go to hell. Yeah.
Thank you.
25 this knuckle sandwich.
When that happened to me, I was like, no, they did not.
Sicily, I wouldn't expect it, but we'll bring one. I think everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we all agree on that. Well, Chris, you ready for your Ask Chris Deezy?
It's an important part of the show that the Picassos demand. What do you got, B?
And it is Deezy Day. Andy, can I get Chris Deezy's music?
Now, wait. We've got controversy. Heaven Sent is now in the live chat. Hey, guys, I'm here and have been listening, working hard over here. Heaven Sent, always working hard.
Hey, Heaven Sent.
When you said the controversy, that was over the name.
I was scolded earlier.
Mm-hmm, he was. That wasn't right. That wasn't right.
Oh, it was fine. I'm just being silly. Oh, she's dancing in for the favorite segment of Joni Denman. It's called Ask Chris Deezy.
Oh, Joni don't want the Deezy.
Look at Sharitha. She's trying to get MM in her DMs. MM in her DMs with the shoulder dance. Everybody's excited. Oh, goodness. Wow. I looked down thinking it was over, but the party's still going. That's what happens when you have quality segments like this.
It's Deezy Day.
Deezy Day.
Well, shout out to your soror, Lauren, for the music.
We missed you, Chris. So it's Deezy.
You had a woman who hosts a Sirius XM show on. You have a very capable engineer who can double as a voice. Andy did great. I'm sure everything was perfectly fine. And I appreciate you lying to me upon my return.
It was not perfectly fine. We was like, oh, shit, I can't read the comment. What'd it say over there? Karen was like, I got it. Let me see. And Andy tried. We all made an attempt, Chris. No one can do your job. You cannot be duplicated. So with that,
there's no other Deezy.
There was one here from California last week, but he's back in California. So
it's a good one. You ready?
Yeah, it better be.
Have you ever ran out of one deodorant on one arm and put a different deodorant on another arm?
Yeah, I think so. Because I used, no, maybe not ran out, but I definitely used a deodorant that I don't like because I was like halfway through the day, I'm like, oh, what's going on here under my arm? And it was not effective. So. But
what about like when you put it on and the thing fall out?
Yeah. And then if I'm
that plastic be scratching you up under the arm and then pop out.
And then for the rest of the day, when people walk by me, they give is that country meadow? Is that country meadow scent? It's like because you borrow your girlfriend's deodorant.
You got two different.
Yeah, is that Lady Stetson? I detect. Yeah, it's happened.
Because that happened to me. I had to put on Dennis's deodorant.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Arm & Hammer. I don't even know if it's for men or women. It was just Arm & Hammer.
I don't think
scratches on this arm and Arm & Hammer on this arm. I was like,
What was the old commercial? pH balance for a woman, strong enough for a man.
For a man. Secret.
Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
I don't think that tagline would flow today. People would boycott it. They'd be like, strong enough for what? Yeah.
It would be canceled.
Ms. Michelle, C. Deezy, have you ever used Tussie? Jamie, have you ever used Tussie?
You better not ever say you ever used Tussie.
Don't say it.
You never even heard of that, right, Chris?
I think I know what Tussie is. Tell me what it is. I don't know if I know what it is. I think I do.
And it's like a cream, and you dig in it with your fingers and rub it up under your arm.
Is that for ladies?
Oh, is it for people? Shit, I used to see people with that shit on. They'd be like white face. Like a whole biscuit baking up under your arm, and it'd be thick. Oh, it's a mess. Oh, it's definitely deodorant. It just blocks everything from coming out. Sweat, hair growing, everything. You put this on, it's like a shield.
But that wouldn't be. I've never been around someone using Tussie.
Look, Chris, they used to sell that on the back of the corner store on the bottom shelf, and they got to go up under there and dig down and dust it off. Like, give me that Tussie. Like, who still wears that? Even back in the day, I used to be like, who is wearing that when they got real deodorant? You don't need to dig in no jar and slap it up under your arm like it's a damn cold cream. I was like,
how does Chris know he's never been around somebody with Tussie? You don't know who tussied up before they got to you?
well, first of all, he's been around no projects. Be in the hood. You gotta be in the hood.
First of all, I've been to the hood, man.
With us.
Thank you.
And baby powder on their phone. So if they got baby powder,
I believe him.
Here, Chris, if you see somebody walking, they got baby powder right here, a whole bunch with a white beater on, they probably got on Tussie.
Why is the baby powder there?
Because that's old school. People used to put baby powder all on their chest, talking about they hot.
Oh my God.
So they be out like a damn donut with the and the white baby powder on their chest. That is not cute. They just roll up, now you look like a biscuit. And then when they get wet and sweaty, it look like the biscuit. When you know how the biscuit be having the.
So if you laid with them biblically, you might too acquire some chest powder.
My mom wouldn't let us put baby powder on our chest. City girls did that. That's all I got to say.
That's what I'm saying. If you
let us put no baby powder on that, you're not going out here with that.
So if you go, if you're
in the house with baby powder and Vaseline on our legs.
All right, if you have a strict Vaseline Tussie Tussie powder regimen, give me where's the Vaseline go?
On your legs?
Oh.
On your legs.
And
Tussie powder.
Tussie, you swoop it in here. The baby powder in front of me.
Okay.
Little down.
So if you have that, that's your new dance. That's your new. Oh yeah. What are you hitting with the spritz? What are you hitting with just a quick? What hits the private parts with those three?
I don't be spraying nothing on my because that ain't
but
good.
if you were powdering and tussieing,
I think the other people, they hit it with the powder one time.
With the powder.
Yeah,
so if you
powder.
So if you get personal later, it's possible you could do a LeBron.
There's a lot going on.
Okay,
that would be the legs.
Just wanted to check.
The legs instead of the arms.
Yeah.
Or if you're here, she's here, and you go.
Jamie wrong for bringing that up in the damn comments about this.
I'll keep my eye out.
That was funny. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
B, once I get the schedule right, get back into the dating pool, I'll keep my eyes peeled for the Tussie experience.
My grandma,
you don't know. You don't know who's tussied up. You don't know.
I would know.
See, that's the thing. Some people say Tussie and some people say Tussie. And everybody in St. Louis say Tussie. And my grandma used to keep jars of it in the medicine cabinet. She always had it. But that was in the 70s. You see what I'm saying? And
you're saying if I used a dating app and I opened up the top end of the age range, I might run into some Tussie. While looking for some.
Chris, if you dated between about 45 and 50, you might run into some Tussie.
45, I would feel like you'd have to get over 65 the way you're talking.
No, some women that I know, I got some girlfriends that I could look at them and be like, yeah, she still wear that from back in the day.
If you could only pick one cross street, two streets, one cross street, like this and this street in St. Louis, what's the most likely cross street in St. Louis for the ladies that reside in that area to be using Tussie?
Cass and Natural Bridge.
I knew Natural Bridge would be in there.
There you go. All right. We got to let Sherri tell her story.
Doesn't Natural Bridge run like all the way through the whole town though? Or
Yeah,
something?
Nelly, if you, I can't remember which album it's on, but Nelly, Natural Bridge and Kings Highway. Yeah.
He got his points up and down Natural Bridge, but Cass and Natural Bridge, yep.
Okay.
Down there by that water tower, that's rough. You might see some people down there. Okay.
Glad we cleared that up.
But I love my Lou, don't get me wrong. Because I hang in that area. My best friend Lester lived right off of that. And I'll be right there. And Cass and Natural Bridge, you know it ain't nowhere I don't go.
I found that out.
You know you found that out. I hang everywhere. All right, Sharitha. Let the people know that you're here to tell I want to hear this story because we've been trying to get this story on a video and a long thing. I don't know how. I'm going to let you do your Holly Hold 'em Down. Thank you. Sorry, Chris.
Okay.
Two screen.
Bye, Daisy. Hey, everybody. I'm going to tell this how they hold it down story. And I wanted to let y'all know that this is a really good way to get these how they hold them down stories out because it's been lacking. We haven't been having any. And they're very funny when B reads them or tells her own or somebody sends one in. And as you all see, I'm a like to laugh type of person. So I appreciate the stories when they're here. So I had one and I tried to do a video, it didn't work. So I'm here live. Y'all can come on and do this too and tell y'all story. And it's just it's not a Chris Deasy segment, but we can make it do something, I think. Okay? All right. So here is my story. So I met my best friend when I was a preteen, like 10 or 11. And we met at the beginning of the 5th grade, beginning of the school year in Omaha. It was like the middle of August. So by Christmas time, we the best of friends. We were thick as thieves, just together all the time. We just stayed a couple blocks away, just tight. So Christmas time, we are making our little Christmas lists, got our notepad and sitting on the bed, writing our little list out of what we wanted because we preteens. We don't really want toys anymore. We want albums and clothes, So we both had these albums. We had like about 5 or 6 albums that we really wanted. And both our moms were single moms and both our moms had these other kids and both our moms really didn't care what we wanted. So I wanted like 5 albums. I knew I could ask for 1 or 2. And my mama would probably give me 1. My mama worked 3rd shift. Somebody getting, a bunch of albums. She could ask for my girlfriend. She could ask for like 3 or 4. She'd probably get 3 because her mama was a little nicer. So we make our list. We give them to our mamas. It's Christmas time. Come downstairs. My mama's down there, in her long house coat. She got her cool Filter King. She got her eggnog drink, and she got gone. Open up your gift. So okay, so I'm opening up the gifts. And no, first you scan the gifts. You scan because you're looking for. So nothing was shaped like an album. That's cool. It could be a discography. So I unwrap my gifts, unwrap everything. There's no album. None, not one. There's this last thing. It looks like a brick. Like the old cell phone, the original cell phone brick. So I open this, not an album. I open it up. This brick is a pack of 12 or 24 or some crazy number of blank cassette tapes. I want an album. I wanted Run DMC, King of Rock. I wanted New Edition, Coolin' Now. I wanted LL Cool J, Rock the Bells. I wanted the Bars, Rhythm of the Night. Ready for the World. Oh, Sheila, Whitney Houston. So I got this brick with these blank cassette tapes with a $2.99 sticker smacked right on the front. one thing most of our parents taught us: when you give a gift, you remove the price tag because it's the thought that counts. No, my mom, Miss Robin, she done left this sticker right on here. So, I look at her and I have to be careful with my words because my mama will smack you in your mouth. So I look and I, say, I must admit my confusion. I asked for albums. So she says, you know how much albums cost? Nah, you don't. But you know what they don't cost? $2.99. Like this pack of blank cassette tapes. Now, I done talked to your little friends, Mama. We done talk. She done got her those albums. So if she's really your friend, this is what you do. Now I have a test. This is Christmas time. I got a test. You go and you take these blank cassettes over to your friend. And if she's your friend, she will let you record all them albums that her mama bought her. And if she ain't your friend, now you know who your friends are.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So I gotta go. I went over to my friends later in the day, opened the door, cracks the fuck up because her mama done already told me
that you was.
Her mom told her. Sharitha didn't get no album. Miss Robin said she ain't got it to do. So Sharitha's coming over.
My mama. They must be sisters. That's the shit my mom would do. Well, she said they don't cost $2.99.
They don't cost $2.99. She said you can record every album. You can record off the radio.
Now that's hilarious.
It was a real life. This is how I'm about to hold it.
Yeah, your mom would think about so. And albums was expensive back.
Apparently so. I wouldn't know.
Oh wow, that's a good history. See, and that's why I like when people tell me I'm a feature. I do the scheduling. This would be a perfect fill-in because I just think that it comes out better if somebody's live telling the story, just reading it.
Yes.
I can't get that 3D bring it to life, like the person actually telling it, and it's their story. So there's always gonna be like some ad libs and even moments that you might even remember that jump into the story. So
yes, I remember my friend laughing her ass off at me.
I bet.
And then she's like, come on in and let's record these albums.
That's like when my niece, Lark, when she was sick, and I kept telling her for the whole 6 months, if she keep getting in trouble, she can't come to Philly. And then she got on the phone and told my other goddaughter, Alexis, they both grown now. She talking about, I can go up there. Bev, she can't even whoop nobody. That's what she told Alexis. She can't even whoop nobody. How's she gonna make me stay at home? And then she didn't know my best friend can't, let Candy heard her. And she's like, yeah, I heard Janice in there talking on the phone and Lexi talking about you can't even whoop nobody. And she got in trouble again. And my sister kept saying, girl, Lark can't come. Because I had her pack Lark shit. They drove all the way here from St. Louis. And I kept my nephew and both my nephews. And then I made Lark get up in the morning and ride all the way the fuck back with my sister and her husband. And Jada said she cried all the way to St. Louis till she fell asleep. But I ain't care because I'm definitely tough love. You ain't going to be talking shit about me. I'm going to go. Ev can't even whoop nobody. I can't, but I can make your ass stay home. And she ain't never been to Philadelphia. Ain't that wild? And my nephews, they've been up here since they've been grown. She ain't never been up here. She probably said, fuck Aunt Bev. She played me out.
Probably did.
Up there, get up in the morning, ride all the way back home. And I did not give a fuck. I didn't, Sherri. I was like, you get your monkey ass up with your mom and them. Because she's like, I'm going to unpack my suitcase. I was like, no, you're not. You going back. Because I can't whoop you. I can't tell you what to do.
You got to go.
Telling Lexi on the phone about me. Yeah, they were 7. Yep, they were 7 years old. She was talking shit, talking about, our dad can't even whoop nobody. I got something for your ass. You can take this long whooping back home. 15 hours. You can take this one back home. So
you whooped her mentally.
And it's funny because my nephew Lewis, he went to Bermuda with us. I mean Barbados with us. Him and Laura can't go. And my other nephew, they've been up here since they've been grown. She ain't been here ever once. I guess she said, oh well. So anyway, let me go and show my flyer, and we keeping it tight and closing out. Get Chris back on. You know we can't close out on Deezy Day without.
Cannot.
Yeah, it cannot happen on Deezy Day.
What a day it is.
What a day it is. I have a show this Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Yeah, it is Saturday. Shit. On the 5th of August. I can't believe it's August already.
Oh, you know, I'm a fan of this one.
Because everybody can get these tickets on Eventbrite. I did a whole video. I was like, can't nobody even read that shit at the bottom. I didn't even know that was Eventbrite at the bottom. Chris, did you know that was Eventbrite at the bottom? As much as you've been reading this flyer, thinking that Warren got to drive around.
I'm focused on showing up at Hair Chemistry at 527 North 60th Street in Philadelphia, PA. But
that's where Chris want to go to get his ticket.
That's what I would love to go in, interrupt someone doing a very long hair. Hey, I need comedy tickets. No, I had no clue.
I think somebody gonna be tussied up in there.
Hey, now we're talking.
When Chris ever visit Philly, that's gonna be on his bucket list to just go see that spot.
I gotta see Hair Chemistry. No, I did not. I don't use Eventbrite because we use like a ticketing. We use Metrotix here, but a lot of people use Eventbrite. But no, I had no idea that's what that meant at the bottom. And that
I didn't either.
If that's what they want, that should be big. That should be as big as comedy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you got all this. Go over to this hair shop. Call Sabu. You driving around delivering tickets. You old schooling it. He talking about it is Eventbrite. I had to put my glasses on top of glasses to look at that shit.
Yeah.
Put on 2 pair of glasses. I said, that need to be bigger. I know this was on Eventbrite. Anyway, Saturday, Philly, Delaware, tri-state area. I am looking forward to this show because I love working with Chocolate Ty and Lawrence. They're super funny. And of course, I love Malcolm. That's my protege. So this is going to be a fun show. They better start on time. Because they know I'll put the script.
Why do you say it with no confidence?
Because when they start late and I get tired, Chris, I'll be like, you know what? I'm going on first. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm ready to go. And I don't care who go on after me. Y'all taking too long. I do that all the time. When they be taking too long to start the show. And then like, y'all cutting into the time that I was supposed to be coming off the stage. And now y'all just want to start? I don't think so. So all I know is these shows start on time, but I'm notorious for making sure I let motherfuckers know, start on time. Because if you cutting into my time, I'm going second. And they be like, you the headliner. Not according to the time on the clock. And when the show's supposed to be over. So.
Now we know.
And I don't like to pull the moves, but I will. They know how I get down.
That's right.
That's right.
And if you don't believe her, call Ward at 267-324-1504.
Ward ain't got to tell you. I'll tell you. You hear from the horse.
Call Sabu.
Tell him. You hear from the mouth. All right. So at the end of the month, I'm in New York at the Stress Factory.
Oh, you want to read this, or you're gonna struggle through it?
Oh, I'm gonna struggle through it because I can't. It's blurry on my screen.
I said, would you like me to read it, or do you want to struggle through it?
I don't want to struggle through it because I can barely read it.
Let's start at the top. You know, this is my favorite because Sharitha, you know who's producing this?
Who, Chris?
Make It Happen Productions presents Sunday Night Live. That's right, August 27th. The beautiful folks that you see right in front of you, they're going to be at Vinnie Brand's Stress Factory Comedy Club. Doors at 5:30, show at 7. That's good for a Sunday show. The talent, you ask? Sharitha, the talent, you ask?
Who, Chris?
B-Phlat, Faceman, Ty Breakout, Brooklyn Mike Troy, DJ Jess and Tommy Too Smooth, that's 2 as in also smooth, www.stressfactory.com, 732-545-4242 for your telephone convenience. And you know where it's at? 90 Church Street.
Chris?
And you know where it's at? New Brunswick, New Jersey. We were about to ask that. 90 Church Street. Go see. That looks like a great show. It'll be a fun Sunday show. If B's on it, you know it's great. A lot of talent, and it's even in the name.
That sounds like a great show.
It's going to be a good show, and I'm looking forward to it. That's that Jersey, New York area, like upper North Jersey. Yeah, North Jersey. So they consider themselves a suburb of New York. Shit, New York. If you can get to New York in 30 minutes on the train, it's considered part of New York. And like
that's fair.
From Newark to Brooklyn, yeah, they be like, oh, you in
Suburb Sunday comedy show. Make it happen.
Shit. I am looking forward to both of those shows because they're local, and I get a chance to just be home and hang with my hubby and work on Movita's house, which I will be showing next week. The flip that I'm working on. We didn't even show my DIY, but I'll show it next week.
Love it. Tight show, B. Great job.
Thank you, Andy. I'm showing everybody how my sewing table broke down and I fixed it the right way. So I'll feature it next week. Yeah, it crashed down in the middle of the night. We thought somebody broke in the house. But it was the sewing table over here. It's fixed now.
Oh, that's the worst feeling in the world.
Yes, because it scared the shit out of us. We was like, what the hell was that? So we had to jump up, get the fly blippers out, come down here and see what's going on. Because, you know, we got to do what you got to do.
I think I feel like I told it on this or Too Funny Mamas. I had a TV fall off a wall at 3:30 in the morning, and in my underwear, I threw one dog down the stairs to go investigate, tossed one in the other room, and I'm walking around with a knife like, who wants it?
I know that's right.
All right. Great show, B. Good to see you, Sherri. Hold it down in Omaha, where Tighten Up Tuesday is number one.
Hey, don't log off, Sherri, because we got to get a good
Okay. Okay. Bye,
Thanks, everybody. See you
Bye,
next
Dee.
week.
Bye, Chris. Bye, Andy.